Welcome to your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. This is Born Without Boundaries Tarot on astrology motivation. It is a daily tarot card reading for all zodiac signs. It's for anyone who needs it, wants it, or has just basically felt drawn to it. We have live chat going on so that you can interact with other people. We get kind of the collective support here. I got to get my tarot cards ready. But ultimately, I'm happy to be with you guys. I am coming from the East Coast right now, out here to visit my mom. So just basically trying to figure out how things are going to look out here. How you guys doing? Hi, Catherine. Thanks for jumping on. I think back where I'm normally coming from out in the West Coast, it would be like 9:30 a.m. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see how this all works out. Oh, 111 I just saw. What's up, Michelle? Thanks for jumping on. I'm trying to, I don't know, see what I'll need to do to I'm still not really sure of the setup here. So let's see. Is my head kind of chopped off? Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Don't want to do that. Want you to actually be able to see me. What's up? Hey, Ruthie. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah. We're going to try it a little bit differently today. I feel like I had more cards. I do have more cards. I didn't know how much room I'd have. So let's start with where is the moon? Yesterday, I did not get to do a reading. I was too tired. I was traveling, normal travel day. I woke up from 3:30. I woke up at 4 in the morning, got to the airport. I woke up at 4:30, got to the airport by 5:50. It was late. I was surprised at how late it was. And because it usually doesn't take that long for me to get to the airport, it went really smoothly. I used Alaskan Airline. They asked me no questions because what they did was what was proper and HIPAA compliant, which was they enable people with that need special services to do all their work preliminarily. And they take the paperwork beforehand and they certify you beforehand, and they'll only question you if they see any weird behavior, especially with the animal, that indicates any kind of violence or disturbance or anything like that, which is really the only reason why anybody should ask you anything about your disability. Because it's HIPAA protected. You don't have to answer random questions, especially not in public places in front of, I don't know, how many people were there? On Saturday, 12:30, San Diego Airport, hundreds of people I have to answer questions about my disability in front of. I don't think I should have to answer that at all. I don't have to, I can't believe that any airline says that they have a right to do that under, so I don't know, there's an ACAA Act or something like that, Air Carrier Act. Okay. I know air carriers have to be alert to the safety and comfort of their patrons, but that doesn't mean you have a right to defy HIPAA. I don't see how that coincides. So yeah, I am. Me too. I'm extremely happy I have her with me, and she's awesome. She was awesome. I'm going to post some content. I might actually start posting the content just on the weekends, because I think that over on Born Without Boundaries, because I think that disturbs the algorithm less. I don't know if I'm going to be taking the Unbound over here, because it seems like what's just messing it up is all the extra content. And so if I only post the extra content on the weekends, I think it'll be fine. And then on Fridays and Mondays will probably when I do my live chats for people to come live with me. And I think that that should be fine. But we'll see how it works out. The channel is growing. It's looking great. I mean, I get new subscribers every single day. And so I'm just blessed. And I want to focus on those blessings. Yesterday, I did not get on. So let's review. Mercury entered, no. This is, hold on. Venus entered Pisces yesterday. Mercury is securely in Aries, but Venus entered Pisces. Why is that a good thing? Venus tends to do well with water signs. Scorpio is a little bit rough, but too much pressure. But decadence is almost like when Venus enters Scorpio, it's decadence and excess to those things that give us pleasure. But when Venus enters Pisces, there is a romanticism about her. There is a poetry about her. There is an interest and an open-heartedness about her. It can be a little bit limerent and too based in fantasy. That could be the downside of Cancer and of Venus and Pisces. But so, definitely watch your spending as well, simply because you could be easily distracted by things that are making you smile so much you just forget to be responsible with the finances. But ultimately, it's expansive, and it's the art of the possible when Venus goes into Pisces. So we can really have a nice kind of flowy, finally like Venus seems to flow again in Pisces energy, and it's a really nice position for her. And then she'll head into Aries, where things can get, which is hot. They can just get really hot when Venus enters Aries. But I guess what I'm saying is, when it comes to Venus energy, we're kind of entering the more fun zone for the next couple of months. We are. Capricorn is a more tense energy. Aquarius is a more frigid energy. But now that we're into Pisces, it's more fun. There's more fun to be had from Venus, and she's clear. Let me discuss a little bit of the astrology. She's clear now of her Tuesday. This is Wednesday, right? She is clear now of her major conjunction with Saturn. Mars is still very much conjuncting with Saturn. It's still within 1 degree. 0 to 1 degrees is a major conjunction. Anything 5 and under is a conjunction. Is like you're going to start to see the blending of the energies or the clashing if it's more malefic. But this is definitely Venus having cleared Saturn. So it feels less restrictive and more expansive, and being in Pisces along with Jupiter and Neptune. And Jupiter and Neptune are in conjunction now too. Also, Venus is conjunct the midheaven, which means what? It means what we're good at, right? It means what we're good at is volumized, and the energy is just more potent and more accessible to us, and we can be better at it. So I think that this is going to really illuminate those things where we have opportunity for greater beauty, greater aesthetics, greater financial prosperity. There's a lot of opportunity here. Of course, Saturn and Mars are still conjunct, so expect there to be some essence still of conflicting supremacy. Like, are we doing this right? Is this good enough? I can do it better than, and once that passes, we can thank God for that, because then people are going to be a little bit more able to trust their instincts instead of having to just look at the numbers and look at the paperwork. And if it doesn't stand by tradition, then I guess we just shouldn't do it. Or it's like they're going to be less prideful and more open to, okay, well, let's try these things, because new has possibility attached to it that maybe we're interested in, right? So let's see, hold on. Okay, I would say by the end of this week into next week, yeah, by Monday of next week, Mars is good and like out of the major conjunction with Saturn. And then we have, Mercury having moved into Taurus. Well, it's not necessarily clear, but decision making will be very responsible oriented and communications will be reliable, though I know we have a Mercury retrograde coming up. I know we do. Mercury enters Taurus on Sunday. Mars enters Pisces next Thursday. Mars in Pisces, not so great. Not so great for getting things done, though. Getting things done through our intuition is going to be like, we're going to trust our intuition a lot better at that point. But hold on. This full moon next Saturday. It's May, isn't it? Sun enters Taurus. Yeah. Hold on. I think Mercury goes retrograde in May. So we're actually still clear that, Pluto goes retrograde at the end of April. Great. Mercury retrograde. Yeah, May 10th. Okay. So we actually have a really nice couple of weeks with this energy cleared, and right before Pluto goes retrograde, which it's not so horrible in retrograde, though it will find things that were yet to be discovered, good and bad. And then Mercury goes retrograde in May. So we actually have a few really nice weeks toward the end of this month. Like after the beginning of next week, it's going to be, I'm going to say we're going to maybe dare to be happy again and dare like feel a lifting of sorts that comes over us. And we should just really enjoy it and use it and get out there and communicate and take those chances or go for those opportunities, right? Especially if we feel in some ways like we've been ignored or we haven't been really given the credit that we deserve, those next couple of weeks will be not like, I would say after like the 10th, definitely, but definitely after the 14th, look to be able to actually get things moving, especially if you're looking to break into something, or not legitimately break into something, but break into a new industry or break into a new job or get into a new opportunity. This would be the next 2 weeks that would be really pleasant, and people are going to be really open and really intuitive and respond intuitively, and they'll maybe take a chance on you, even if they don't see in your resume or whatever, something that they want to see, they'll go off the vibes, and that will be really a great time for you. Let's get into the cards. I don't know where we're going to go with this. I don't know. So once again, we have Page of Wands, which talks about new opportunity or new interest, something that we it's just a new interest, maybe have a new passion for. And then we have the 10 of Wands, which is taking a lot of responsibility, or maybe there's too many new passions coming at us. And then we have Justice here, Libra energy. But this is major arcana, so it's outside of us, it's bigger than us. It may involve us, but it involves many others, and the meta consciousness as well. So justice is about equilibrium, trying to just finding balance. If you felt yourself scattered, King of Swords, finally being able to make clear decisions again, especially if you didn't know which direction to go, or you had so many opportunities, or you didn't know what you would be good at, things like that. And then we have the Ace of Swords that comes out in BAM, finally being able to either make a choice or have a choice being made about you that chooses you and selects you, or yeah, finding a center or a place of belonging, or being able to break through with something you've been fighting for a while. Okay, interesting. And then we have the Hermit. So this is the energy of really going unseen, or getting healthy, or working on your health somehow, or trying to get back into a routine, or just basically cleansing yourself and taking your taking space so that you can get back to what really matters. Let's put it that way. So it's interesting how the central energy is the Hermit, which is going unseen, like being reclusive, almost selectively reclusive, unless the universe was keeping you hidden for a reason. Could also talk about writing and communications. So we'll get moving on with that Hermit energy. And then we have the Hanged Man. So there's definitely been something in limbo. There's also now an opportunity to have things looked at from a different perspective, or finally being able to see things from a different perspective after you've taken some time with it. We have Seven of Swords, which is getting something stolen from you, taken from you, having the rug pulled out from underneath you. And then we have the Devil here, which is Capricornian energy, a Saturnian energy, being trapped, being stuck. That's not good. This took a bad turn. This took a very foul turn. Hold on. Let's just take it here. Then we have the King of Wands, and we have the Six of Wands that came next. And then we have Heartbreak, and then the Knight of Wands, which is the Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So this is actually about like realizing how stuck you've been in a mindset, like recognizing it, and then looking for different options or different opportunities to basically circumnavigate or go underneath the radar, including from any kind of vices or like strict power that's been like keeping you like confined or contained. The King of Wands is here, is just taking like creative power back. And looking at this situation, looking at these restrictions or this sort of evil that's been going on, happening, like really just cut off, distanced from. It's very malefic energy. It's almost like undercutting other people, or ultimately undercutting oneself because of fears or some kind of restrictions. And then we have the King of Wands here looking at this creatively. Victory and success, something coming out in the open, and it's heartbreaking. There's heartbreak here. There's a lot of disappointment, some sort of Knight of Wands, maybe in the behavior. There's I don't know. It's almost like in some ways we're going to finally be able to see out in the open maybe who we admired too much, and realize that certain people didn't deserve it, or yeah. Oh, so clarify the Devil, please. Please clarify the devil energy here. Four of Wands. And then the Empress. And then Princess of Pentacles. That doesn't make any sense. It's almost like you're going to realize that you needed to go in a different direction anyway, because it's like where the devil is, why would you want to be there? That kind of energy. It's almost solidifying, like being very passionate about seeing a wickedness in something that maybe you had formerly admired. The Empress is here, you know, she's kind of askew, so she could be kind of underhanded and undermining. Princess of Pentacles is this opportunity wasn't all it was cracked up to be or all you thought it would be. Ultimately, it's like you, in other words, it's almost like you could have almost fallen in a quicksand. You could have almost fallen in sort of a trap. That's kind of what it is, like a booby trap. If you ever watched Indiana Jones, that's kind of what it is. It looks like a booby trap, kind of carefully set by people who were looking to appear one way, and yet they really were another. So ultimately, this is a sense of being disappointed, but also realizing you're really good. You're better off moving on. And then we have Nine of Cups and Princess of Cups, meaning that you're much happier looking for things that are kind of giving and caring and nurturing and healing and motivated through, the want or the desire to nurture, or even just to follow your instincts or intuition and what you love, instead of sort of getting bogged down and trapped in this sort of booby trap. There was a booby trap. That's all I can say. The Hermit here, I want to qualify too. What is the Hermit? Can you clarify clarify. What's everybody talking about? Okay. Oh, this doesn't need to be there. Okay. Karma. Karma and the Fool. It's like, creating your own momentum, building your own, going off on your own, maybe not being seen. This energy of, starting in a completely different direction, wanting to turn in a different direction, or the universe, because this is double major arcana, triple major arcana, the universe really wanting you to go in a different direction and kind of pushing you there. Maybe by allowing you to see the underbelly of something. It's really interesting. Okay. Never-ending story is in reverse, which means there's a cycle that's ended. Yin is get ready to receive, especially a new opportunity. And clean it up to fix things up. Maybe the opportunity is you're the one that's going to go in there as a cleaner, because you're the one that has a different perspective and can actually help the situation. This is also a sense of people fixing that something was dirtied, sullied, or neglected, and this is fixing things up. Like something has to be clarified. It's about getting rid of things. It's about getting rid of things so that you can receive new things. That's what it's about. And this never-ending story, this situation that seemed to be going over and over and over again, it's done. That's what the Wheel of Karma is. You're about to start a new cycle. And this day marks that day. Energetically, I don't know if it's realistically you'll feel it yet, but energetically today marks that day. Then we have memories of love are here. Okay. What is this? Luna. Hi, Luna. Oh, Oklahoma's cold right now, Luna? Ooh. Yeah, Connecticut's cold too. It's that wet cold that you just don't get in San Diego because San Diego just doesn't have that much moisture in the air. So Kisses and I are merrily staying inside right now. That's what we're doing. Hi, Presty, Kathy, Leo here. How do you get over betrayal? How do you get over betrayal? It's a good question. It's a more personal question, but I will allow it. How do you get over betrayal? You see it for what it really is. You see it for the blessing that it is. You know, betrayal is the exposure of a person's truth. And the way that you get over betrayal is that you believe it, right? That's that Maya Angelou quote, but it's energetically right on point here. When somebody tells you who they are, believe them. And that goes for people you work with, that goes for people you thought you were friends, that goes for your spouse, your parents, anybody. When somebody betrays you, they expose deceiving you. And so you have to believe that. I think that's the hardest thing when dealing with betrayal, is that you legitimately argue with yourself and you start to say, no, it can't be. Let me get this person to say no. When somebody shows you who they are, know that this means this person was capable of deceiving you long-term, and that this person is capable of deception in general, which speaks to a great deal of cowardice in who they are. So don't let your pride get in your way. Your pride is telling you, no, you were right about them to begin with. Let's do anything to fuck with our mind to convince it that even though it saw something, it didn't really see it, because we just want to be right. We just really want to be right about what we originally thought and built around this person. When your brain is legitimately telling you, yeah, you were wrong. You fucked up. You weren't right about this person at all. They are capable of deception and extreme cowardice. And you need to believe it. That's how you get over betrayal. You fucking believe it and say, oh, it's very clear to me that this is who you are. Thank you and goodbye. You believe it, because when you don't believe it, the it in this scenario is you. You're not believing yourself. You're not being on your own side. You're telling your mind that it's wrong. You're telling it, your heart, it doesn't have a right to feel hurt. This is your ego brutally abusing your every other part of you, because it's saying, I want to be right so bad. You have to do it my way, instead of me listening to you guys when you're clearly picking up on cues that tell me something that show me I was wrong, right? And this is where you start to be divided. So before that happens, believe yourself. Get your ego on the side of your heart and brain. Say, oh, brain, you're right. You noticed that. That was correct. Oh, heart, you're right. You felt that. You didn't deserve to. All right. So I'm glad that I was wrong, and I'm glad that I'm right now, making a new decision, going to move on. That's how you get over betrayal. Let's get back to the reading, because technically this is not a reading for personal questions. This is a reading for like a general reading. But that was a good one. I think that was really prudent. So thanks for asking. We had Memories of Love here come out. Okay. I don't know what that means. I think it means just hope coming back. That's what I feel when I see these little candles in front of me. It's like hope coming back. It's hope returning. It's like today is the day when you're finally somehow able to feel optimistic, even if you can't explain why. And then we have deception and envy. There you go. And accelerated motion. It's exposed. It's like you're finally starting to see where you maybe were self-deceptive. When you remember things and you start remembering love, you could actually be deceiving yourself, because if the only place that you can understand or see this love is in your brain, then you're lying. You're lying to yourself. Or today might be a day when you finally start to see the truth. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, things start to add up so that you can take action and finally have the energy to do what is right, to make a better choice, to make a better decision. And that could be what the 7 of Swords and the Devil is. It's like finally really exposing and seeing where the devil is So you can make a choice to go in a different direction, which is why we have here the Fool card and the Wheel of Fortune. It's time. It's time to not believe the bullshit anymore. It's time to not be deceived anymore. It's time to move on from that, because now it's very clear how you have been deceived and how you have been maybe even self-deceptive in a way. So, wow, really cool energy. I just like that message, you know. I'm watching the time because I got to go pick up my mom. I get to pick her up from her extended care facility and take her places when she's done with her medication. She is on medication twice a day that they have to administer there. So I have to pick her up by like 1:30 and have her back by 4:30, but at least she gets to spend some time in her house and like write out her bills and stuff. And we got some stuff to do too. Okay, so a fiery climax approaches. This is Aries energy. So this is Mars taking action on a situation that you see is not going to work. There's nothing that's actually going to come of anything. Yeah, it's done. Like nothing will come of this situation, and confidence is your key to success. A sense of almost taking action on a hopeless situation. You are loved. You and your loved ones are safe. So focusing on that, focusing on where you're happy, not focusing on a situation that should be over and is done, and you're not going to be able to actually make much movement forward on. Hold on. Where did we leave off? I want to get to the comments. Hi, Auntie number one. Ruthie, following your own path. Wow. Oh, thanks, Michelle. They've done you a favor. Exactly. Snakes in the grass. Wellness. That's interesting, right? Central energy. The recovery of health and wellness is here. And that's our central energy. So that's what God is saying today. Put down everything else. Because remember, this is a daily reading. So your message today is put down everything else. Just put it down. Put it down. Today, you being healthy and your health or the health of your loved ones is most important. And then deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, which talks about memories of love, deception, hurt. Your heart is ready to heal from past experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. Both of these is focusing on taking care of you and looking to move forward when it comes to prioritizing yourself. And you know what's interesting? When you prioritize yourself, you teach the universe to prioritize you too. Instead of looking outward and prioritizing others, now you are prioritizing you, right? That's what you're doing. Let's get to the angel cards, the angel messages. Hi from Sonoma. Yay. Hey, Christine. We have Archangel Gabriel. You will soon receive some positive news. The channels for clear and honest communication are now open. Keep an open heart and speak your truth lovingly without fear. And then Archangel Raphael, feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. And remember, we got this green here too. Right? We also have green with envy. So maybe it's healing something that we're envious of or jealous of or angry about. Feel yourself surrounded by my emerald green light. I, Archangel Raphael, offer you healing and solace. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine eternally bright. Trust. You got to be willing to let the light in. And that starts with an opening from within. Right? So let's think about it this way. If you're angry and pissed that you're not breaking through and that you're not getting opportunities, your energy and focus is probably too much outward. Like, what is everybody else doing? Why aren't people listening to me? I want to get their attention. Fuck that. Stop stop putting your focus or energy on anybody else but you, and taking care of you. And when you focus on your health, and you make your health a priority, and you make your happiness a priority, and you make what you need, your needs, a priority, then ultimately one thing is going to happen. The universe is going to cue in, and it's going to start making you a priority, and you're going to start to radiate without even trying to get people's attention. And that's what the King of Wands is really about, and the Six of Wands. You're not interested in other people's opinion. You're interested in shining your light. You're interested in sharing your joy. You're interested in sharing what you create. You're interested in having faith. And so ultimately, that's the King and Queen of Wands are the two people that get the most attention in the deck, because they are completely and totally into what they're doing. It's not, they don't try to get attention. They get attention because people get fascinated with them. They attract, they're the sun. They attract the attention, and they attract the attention because they're not desperate for it. They are just so into what they're doing. And so the secret to today is to refocus your energy on what you're creating, and understand how much power you have when you create it. And if you're constantly looking at everything else and outside of you, external validation, what everybody else is doing, then ultimately the universe is going to focus outward too. If you want to be seen, you want to be noticed, you want people to understand how amazing you are and how amazing your skills are, then you have to give that attention to yourself first, right? You have to just focus all your energy onto your skill set, onto healing yourself, onto giving yourself the education that you need, onto giving yourself the experience that you need, onto giving yourself whatever exercises you need, or like I said, education that you need. It's like refocus back onto those things that you're truly passionate about. And that's how you get the universe to really focus on you. And that's when you make your breakthrough. So I think that that's the message that we need to really understand today. It was really important for somebody to understand it and realize it, because sometimes we get so trapped in this sense of looking outward, right? Looking at what other people are doing, or how they're treating us, or why aren't they treating us correctly? And it's like, fuck them. Realize that that energy is about them. So thank you, Luna. Was it Luna, for that? For that question. It's like, yeah, it's about them. That's who they are. It's got nothing to do with us. And ultimately, we ain't got time for that. What we got time for is to just take that energy that we used to spend on them and center it back onto us, and just keep going after what it is that we love and what we desire. It's not self-centeredness. It's self-focused, right? And not self-focused. It's being able to focus yourself. It's focusing your energy onto the things that you're most passionate about, the things that you like, the things that you are most interested in. And yeah, so less about getting other people's attention, and more about just doing what you love, and sharing it, and letting it carry you however far it carries you. And there you go. There you go. Let's read some of the comments here. Hey, Rebecca, just jumped on. Nice to have you. Oh, Kristen, I'm sorry. We'll pray for your dad. We're going to send out prayers for you, sweetheart. Good. Oh, Jennifer, I'm glad. I'm happy to. Oh, thank you, Kristen. Do you normally you're not able to jump on? Oh, thank you so much, Rebecca. God bless you. Thank you, Shah. Thank you. Thank you, Petunia. Well, we're sending your dad prayers, Kristen. Wow. So it's really late over. Oh, no, it's not that late. Well, 1900 hours. What is that? That's, it's 10 o'clock, right? 9 o'clock, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? No, 1900. It's 7 o'clock. It's 7:10. Okay. So that's not bad. That's not bad. Actually, it's a good time. What's up, Bambi? I'm on the East Coast again. You're welcome, Shelley. Oh, Kristen, anytime you ask for prayers, you can get prayers from this group. We're happy to pray for your dad. Hey, Sophie. Thanks for jumping on, guys. I always love your energy. It's really nice to realize you and your loved ones are safe. It's like refocus today on the important stuff. Refocus today on what, how you're really loved and who really loves you and what's really important, right? Is everybody, you love safe? Then guess what? You're blessed. And you know what? We are. There's so many blessings surrounding us. I'm going to let you guys go. Bambi, how's your mom? I just jumped on and have missed. Oh, she's good. She's definitely stabilized. She's on intravenous medicine twice a day. She's going to be in the extended care until the 28th of this month, and then her doctor wants to do the surgery on her. So ultimately, I don't know if my brother's going to be able to come back out here. Somebody needs to be back out here for her surgery. I don't know if I can do it right away again, but my brother might be able to jump out here at least right after her surgery, because she's gonna need to I don't know how long she still needs the surgery, and they won't do it until the infection in her heart is gone. So that won't be until the 28th, when all the antibiotics are done, and then they have to reassess her. And they do want to do the surgery still. I think it's going to be in the beginning of May sometime. Mercury goes retrograde May 10th, though, so I would prefer her to do it after June 3rd. I really would, because you don't really love to get things like surgeries done during Mercury retrograde. It's just not that the doctors won't be on, but that there could be more technical failures. So, I think, but to be honest with you, I think I had my surgery during a Mercury retrograde, and my doctor did a fantastic job. So it's not all 100% universal. It's just, we'll see. I don't know. Because the way the timing works is that's exactly when she would get the surgery, but I guess it also really kind of impacts more or less your chart too. But we'll see. That's what they want to do it. They want to do it almost immediately after she stops this treatment. So I don't know. I can't come back out. I can't do a flip turnover that quickly. I just can't. My brother might come out, but she has stabilized, Bambi. She's doing really well. In fact, I'm going to pick her up from the extended care. I can take her out during the afternoon. Look at the precious puppy. Yeah. I am so happy. This is it's not like I don't have a studio at home, but it's not at my desk where my environment is all organized and stuff. This is just my mom's couch. But you guys get to share kisses with me, and that's really good. I'm happy to share her with you. She's a special, precious baby. She's a special soul. Anyway, yeah, so Bambi, she's doing well. I get to pick her up once a day and just take her around where she needs to go, or maybe just where she wants to go, or to help her get her stuff done. And I have to get some stuff worked out at the nursing home as well for her. I just want to get some extended nursing care in the house a couple of days a week for her. There are programs in Connecticut that will allow for that. Her insurance, her Medicaid would cover it. So I want to get that. I want to get her registered and set up for that. So at least we know when we're not here, a couple of times a week, a medical professional, a caretaker, is going to come in and check in on her, just to make sure that she's taking care of herself appropriately, and et cetera, until I am able to, we're able to move her out, which I'm still looking to get approval for a mortgage. That's become another beast in and of itself, but I know God's working on it and he's taking care of it for me. So I'm just going to keep, moving forward. But that's how she's doing. And thank you for asking. Hi, Sarah. What's up, DNA? I have surgery on June 2nd for my foot. You're a Scorpio. Okay. I don't know. You could Scorpio doesn't tell me. I guess some Scorpio doesn't tell me anything, because it would all depend on your natal chart and where what's happening with you now. So I mean, I wish you the best. I wish you the best. I'm like I said, I think my surgery was done during a Mercury retrograde. So um I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know. I would just double check the paperwork, and yeah, that's all. And I'm sure everything will go fine. But all I can say is this: trust your instincts, trust your intuition. If you're certain and everything's going well, then you have to believe that and know it, and that's the truth. I think God will send out warnings if there needs to be one. Definitely. Um, well, we're sending out prayers, Kristen. We're sending out prayers. So I'm going to let you guys go and just wish you a really good day. For those of you who are jumped on late, that's doesn't matter. There's no such thing as late, so don't ever feel that. Yeah, because you can always just rewatch this message, and I will see you guys on here tomorrow, probably around the same time, hopefully a little bit earlier. Love you all, and thank you for sharing your energy with me today. My mom's name is Elaine. Bye, guys.